Ariana, what are you doing here?
I got hit by a car while trying to walk my dogs. Just a regular day.
You know somebody lying when they are in a rush to try to clear their name. When you know that you told the truth, you just gonna let it rock, especially if your head is swollen 5 times its normal size. Your face is so swollen that you can't even close your mouth or swallow your own spit.
Stepping up for what? Ask him what I took of him. Nothing. He literally has not lost anything from this situation. I didn't mention his name because I was trying to protect him, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who can press charges. You hit me, motherfucker.
So the true story behind everything is we were out, we were having a good time at Victory Lounge. Everybody there was drinking, enjoying themselves. Boom, I'm about to take her home. How you say, I never felt as if she would ever try to set me up.
By the summer of 2025, Houston content creator Deja Young had nearly 300,000 TikTok followers and one goal: to make the investment that would take her brand to the next level. She flew to Miami and dropped an estimated $40,000 on a massive cosmetic surgery package: a BBL, lipo 360, abdominal etching, chin lipo, and skin tightening. She documented every step of her recovery online. For an influencer, the transformation is the content. But 6 weeks later, before her body even had a chance to finish healing, she was lying in the middle of a dark Houston street at 3 a.m. with a shattered leg and a face broken in 5 places. The man who ran her over was an ex she had spent the entire evening with, Marcus Clark. From her hospital bed, heavily swollen and barely able to speak, Deja went online. Her version of events centered on her dog and a night she says spiraled completely out of her control. Marcus told a different story entirely: a calculated, armed robbery setup, orchestrated by her. The security cameras that captured the entire incident have never been released. Houston police have made 0 arrests. But before we can untangle who is telling the truth about that night, we have to look at who Deja really is and exactly how much she had to lose. You're watching Hidden Crime Network.
Y'all, so spend a 1K+ day with me as a full-time content creator, a digital entrepreneur, and the CEO of Buddha Babe. One of my sources of income is promoting wigs. So y'all, after I'm done promoting wigs, I sell them to y'all for cheap on my Instagram story. So these were 2 wigs I sold this morning. One I believe I sold for $150 and the other one for $170. And don't forget, I got a coin for even just making the video. So make sure y'all press the link in bio and shop my digital products, and let me put you on game. After I finished washing the hair, it was time for me to hop in the shower and start my day. I just wanted to wash the hair first because I was shipping them out today, so I wanted them to dry as quick as possible. Right after I got out the shower, it was time to hop into my skincare. I know, Buddha Babe does have a restock on the way of the lemon turmeric and kojic acid soaps.
Deja Young did not come from industry connections. A few years ago, she was working kitchen shifts and running bottles at clubs to stack cash. But by 2025, she had hustled her way to nearly 300,000 TikTok followers, selling wigs, skincare, and the influencer dream of making money in your sleep. She was building a business. And if we are being real, in the content creation game we see online, the profitable product most sell is the self. And to sell the premium package, you have to look the part.
This is gonna be like the last day that I go out before I get my body done. It's Sunday and I get my surgery date is for Thursday. Tomorrow I have a physical, Tuesday is a rest day, Wednesday is my post-op, and then it's surgery day. So I'm not gonna try to go out anytime throughout the week, and like this is the last week they basically.
In August 2025, Deja flew to Miami and basically ordered everything off the cosmetic surgery menu: a BBL, lipo 360, chin lipo, skin tightening, and abdominal etching. The estimated price tag for the entire package sat somewhere between $30,000 and $40,000. Some call it "I want to boost my self-esteem" money, but honestly, that's an investment designed to be monetized on social media. She documented the entire thing, every massage, every compression garment, every swelling update, because obviously the algorithm favors it.
Like me and my waist just this small. It still has some more to go down. Like, I don't know. people that don't like me, it just be so funny to me because imagine not liking somebody that everybody loves, that everybody fucks with, and then on top of that, imagine not liking me, but I keep popping up on your page, keep popping up on your For You page. Your people keep reposting my shit. Like, I don't know. But tomorrow makes me 2 weeks post-op. I don't have my phones or boards on right now because I'm about to eat, and I don't like to eat with them on because it'd be so tight. It'd be feeling like I'm gonna throw up. So I just take them out real quick before I eat. But yeah, feeling good, looking good. I get another massage tomorrow, and I get my new faja tomorrow because, like I said, this waist is going down, down, down. And yeah.
She was feeling the results, and she was ready to start cashing in on a very painful, very expensive investment. But here is the tragic irony of this entire situation. Her body didn't even have time to finish healing from being voluntarily cut open before it was involuntarily destroyed. That is 2 massive physical traumas in less than 6 weeks. And that brings us directly to the night of September 25th.
HPD says a woman and man who used to date went out to dinner. The man who was driving then dropped the woman off on Dennis and Nagel Streets. As she went to hug him goodbye, she was hit by his car.
According to the Houston Police Department, the night started with no red flags. Deja and Marcus, who had dated in the past, were out together for the evening. When it was time to head home, he drove her back in his 2022 Mercedes, and right at the point of drop-off, around 3 in the morning, everything went wrong. Emergency calls started hitting 911 from multiple witnesses. When Houston Fire Department paramedics arrived, they found Deja lying in the road with severe head and leg injuries. She was treated right there on the pavement before being rushed to a nearby trauma center. But Marcus wasn't there.
The driver told HPD that he was robbed, and a man jumped through his open passenger window here and held a gun to his head. So the driver claims he drove forward, trying to shake off the robbery suspect, who was only partially in his car. Instead, he says he accidentally hit the young woman.
He had kept driving. According to police, Marcus pushed through 6 blocks, lost control of the Mercedes, and crashed directly into the fence at Ryan Middle School, leaving the car tangled in the metal gate. He then ran on foot, eventually jumping into the backyard of a stranger's house on Isabella Street.
HPD says the driver ran in this direction towards Isabella Street, where he jumped into the backyard of a woman's home. She didn't want to be identified on camera, but she told us what she remembers.
I was asleep and I heard someone knocking on my glass door, and he was hollering his name. And so after that, he wanted me to call his parents. I called his parents, and then his parents came, and I told him I was calling the police. So I called the police also, and he said he was hurt. So I called the ambulance also. I never opened my door. And then from then on, the police got him, and his parents was out there with him. I'm sick, so I'm feeling real bad. And I hate he even did anything like that. And I don't want any of his people, any of his relatives, I don't want him around me or anything. I don't know who the lady is, but I hate that he has hit this lady like this, and I hope that she'll be okay.
Officers arrived at that backyard and took Marcus into custody. His parents pulled up to the scene shortly after. He was officially listed as a suspect in the case. But here is where the official police report stops making sense to the public. Deja told police from the very beginning that she did not want to press charges against him. Not after she calmed down, not a few days later, right away. And while police were trying to sort out why a woman who had just been run over wouldn't press charges against the driver, Deja was already pulling out her phone in the hospital with a story that will turn out to be a cover-up. But why? From her hospital bed, heavily swollen and dealing with a physical reality no one would ever want to experience, Deja posted her first update.
I was hesitant on coming on here.
I just don't know what my future looks like, so I want to be transparent and vulnerable with you guys. I got hit by a car while trying to walk my dogs. Just a regular day. My face is broken. I've lost teeth. My leg is broken. I currently have metal rods in my leg. My leg's broken. I'm just praying for the best. I already had surgery on my leg. Tomorrow they're giving me facial surgery. I'm gonna have a cut across my head, under my eyes, my nose, in my mouth, and my jaw. I don't want anyone to feel bad for me. Just say a prayer. Be careful when you walk. And that's really it. I'm gonna try to document all of this so if I do make it through, I have something to look back on. I'm finding myself fall into depression every now and then, but I don't know. I don't want to involve my mom too much. I don't want to put it on her. I know I'm an only child, so I feel kind of lonely. But just pray for me and be careful when you're walking.
Her story to her followers was straightforward. A random, tragic hit and run while out on a normal walk with her dogs. She described her injuries, asked for prayers, and documented the trauma. But as the video went on, she said a few things that made people pause.
My dogs, thank God, they're okay. I don't even want to see, my house anymore. I feel like I'll get bad memories. So I'll probably end up moving. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. I haven't ate in 4 days. My mouth is terrible. I got some stitches. My lip has been stitched up. I don't know. Just please pray for me. And if you guys are contacting me on my main phone numbers, I guess they got hit with me when I got hit. So I don't have access to them. I don't have my phones. I'm just here on my iPad. And I don't have access to my Instagram. I'm on my spam page. So today's Sunday. I'll call T-Mobile tomorrow and try to get those back. But I love y'all. Please don't feel bad for me. Just say a prayer. And I believe in God, so I think I'll get through this. Right now it's just a tough time. But thank you. And thank you for everyone reaching out. Thank you.
Okay, so this one, you can inhale, try inhaling and exhaling at least one hour, 10 times in an hour. That's the minimum requirement they say.
The internet has a habit of dissecting everything, and 2 details in that video stood out immediately. The first was the dogs. A vehicle hits a person with enough force to snap their leg and break their face in 5 places, yet the dogs on the leash managed to walk away completely unharmed. The second detail was her house. She specifically mentioned not wanting to see it anymore because of bad memories. But if this was a random hit and run on the street, why the sudden anxiety about returning to her duplex, especially considering it was the exact place where she had outdoor security cameras installed?
Hey y'all, I got out of surgery about 2 days ago. I still am healing. I really wasn't ready to come on here, but I wanted to update y'all because I see a lot of people were sending out prayers and having in their thoughts, so I did want to update y'all. I also see that there's a lot of stories coming out. I'll speak on everything when I'm able to really talk, but just know that there's a lot of that I didn't scroll past so much different stuff about me that I don't even know. So just keep that in mind. Understand that I'm a victim in this situation. Understand that I did no harm to anyone else. And my main focus right now is getting better and healing. So, yeah. Make up your own stories or whatever the case may be, but it's fine.
She was fresh out of facial surgery and barely able to speak, yet her immediate priority was telling her audience not to believe the other stories coming out. The problem was, there were no other stories yet. Hers was the only version the public had heard. It quickly began to look like she wasn't just updating her followers, she was trying to get ahead of the narrative. Because she knew the man driving that Mercedes had survived the crash, and it was only a matter of time before he started talking. And she was right.
A few days after Deja's hospital videos went viral, the man behind the wheel decided it was his turn to talk. Marcus Clark went on TikTok, sat in front of his camera without a lawyer or a PR team, and told a completely different story about the night of September 25th.
The story behind everything is we were out, we were having a good time at Victory Lounge. Everybody there was drinking, enjoying themselves. Boom, the night comes to an end where I said, okay, it's time to go. I'm about to take her home, whatever. So we head over there. Mind you, throughout the whole night, her phone was ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. And like whoever's calling her is obviously trying to get a hold of her and see what the she got going on, what is she doing, who she with, whatever the case may be. Obviously her boyfriend or her ex, I don't know if she's in a relationship. Like I said, I haven't spoke to her in a while, so we was just linking back up, some cool shit. We wasn't arguing. It was never nothing more, nothing less. It was just that.
Marcus claimed he had won huge payouts at the casino with Deja in the past, so he trusted her completely. But the red flags started flying the moment he pulled up to her duplex. According to Marcus, she directed him to park in a very specific spot, then immediately asked him to take her to a corner store for water.
So boom, I'm taking her home on the way to her house, whatever. We get there, she told me to park on the side, basically where I parked a few days ago, where I was basically parking. Yeah, let's talk for a little bit. We haven't seen each other for a while. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, we talking for a little bit and stuff like that. And then she's like, hey, take her to the store to get some water, because I really asked her for some water. I said, hey, you got some water? She was like, no, I actually don't. So can you take me to the store so I can run and get some water? So cool. We go to that corner store off of Elgin and Emancipation. So boom. We go to that corner store. She go in there, get whatever she gets. I don't know how long she in there. She probably about 5-10 minutes. I ain't gonna lie, she was in there for a little while just to get some water.
5 to 10 minutes inside a small corner store just for water is a long time. But the length of the stop isn't what made people suspicious. It was what she allegedly said the second she got back in his car.
Boom. She get in the car. As soon as she sit down in the car, she put the stuff down. She answered the phone. She's like, she clearly said, like, what, bro? I'm here. Or, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what she told whoever that was on the other line. Like, what, bro? I'm here. So, whatever. I ain't paid no mind. Mind you, I've been to the casino with her. Like, I done hit for 20, 30,000. I never got I never felt as if she would ever try to set me up. You know what I'm saying? I never felt that vibe from her. We was always cool. We never argued. We never fought. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never felt that type of vibe, grimy vibe from her. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't expect nothing. So, boom, whatever. I pull up back to the same spot. I turned around, pull in.
What, bro? I'm here. When you are arriving at your own house, you usually say, I'm home. Saying I'm here sounds exactly like someone confirming a drop-off location. Marcus drove back to her duplex and parked in that same exact spot. Almost immediately, 2 masked men appeared. One came through the open passenger window and put a gun to his head. Marcus fought back and slammed on the gas. It was that sudden acceleration, with an armed man still hanging out of the window, that caused his car to strike Deja as she stood outside.
Mind you, she got cameras Let me see on this phone, because I don't know how to do that green screen stuff from TikTok. But look, mind you, she got cameras outside her duplex. So look, this is the duplex. I basically was parked like in front of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm basically parked like in front of the duplex. So I know the cameras work. You know what I mean? They trying to say like, oh, no one was getting robbed. Once my lawyer get the cameras, like it's gonna be, it's gonna show more of everything. But look, basically, this is her. Messages. She's basically like saying,
He confidently pointed to Deja's own security cameras to prove it. Suddenly, the internet wasn't looking at a tragic hit-and-run anymore. They were looking at a botched robbery setup. And with the public backlash mounting, Deja had no choice but to respond. With the internet officially turning against her, Deja realized she couldn't just heal in peace. She had to defend herself. She went back on camera, still heavily bandaged, to address Marcus's claims head-on.
Like that. First of all, my ex is not even here in Houston right now. Second of all my niggas have paid. I don't fuck with niggas that have to rob people or do shit like that. Like, that's not the type of niggas I talk to. Then, y'all are assuming that because I told y'all that I was simply walking my dogs when I got hit. Whole time, I'm doing that to protect Marcus' character because I look at that as my friend. I'm not thinking the motherfucker's gonna go online and try to make it seem like I set him up. Set him up for what? Ask him what I took from him. Nothing. He literally has not lost anything from this situation. I didn't mention his name because I was trying to protect him, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who can press charges. You hit me, motherfucker. Like, I don't know. I don't really care. Y'all can, this social media, y'all can go in here and say y'all stories, but I do not set that end up. I'm not a set-up type of bitch.
That was her defense. One question. And on the surface, it sounds reasonable. Who would coordinate a robbery at their own front door, on camera, with their own pets nearby? But the internet had already moved past the question. Because while Deja was asking why anyone would believe she did it and claiming she was protecting Marcus, he was pulling out his phone and showing people exactly what happened after.
Marcus didn't just talk. He brought screenshots, and the timestamps on those text messages were from after the incident, while Deja was lying in a hospital bed with a shattered leg and a broken face.
Basically, this is her. Messages. She's basically like saying,
She wasn't cursing him out. She wasn't threatening to press charges. She wasn't asking why he left her in the street. According to the screenshots, she was asking him to come visit her. If a man intentionally ran you over, you don't text him to come hang out in your recovery room. You call the police. And then the internet sleuths found something else. Local Houston news reports from Fox 26 covering an incident in the exact same area, on the exact same night. The reports didn't mention a woman randomly struck while walking her dogs. They mentioned an attempted robbery.
The puzzle pieces were snapping into place, and Deja's comments section was already on fire. Once the text messages and the news reports started circulating, there was no coming back. The sympathy that had flooded her comments section just days earlier was completely gone.
I'm not gonna lie, I really feel like that girl set that boy up, because he said they've been messing around, chilling, vibing. They even went to the casino together and he won some big money that night. So he trusted her, like he ain't think she would ever snake him. But he started noticing some weird stuff, like her phone kept ringing off the hook all night, numbers he ain't recognize, but he ain't think too much of it. Then when he dropped her off, he asked, like, you got some water in the house? And she talking about, nah, let's go to the corner store real quick. So they pull up and she in there for like 5-10 minutes. Now be for real, it's a corner store, not no Walmart. What you doing in there that long? She finally come back out with just water, nothing else, acting normal. Then they head back to her spot and her phone's still ringing. She pick up one time like, yeah, I'm here. He ain't think nothing of it. But soon as they get to the house, he said he noticed it was quiet, too quiet. About 10 minutes later, some dude pull up trying to rob him. So he panicked, tried to get away, and ended up running that girl over by accident. And honestly, that's on her. Because if you plotting with your ex or whoever to set that man up, girl, you brought that on yourself. That's crazy.
You know somebody lying when they are in a rush to try to clear their name. When you know that you told the truth, you just gonna let it rock, especially if your head is swollen 5 times its normal size. Your face is so swollen that you can't even close your mouth or swallow your own spit. Your eyes are swollen. Your pupils are swollen inside of your eye socket. And you get on this app to try to clear your name? Is it that deep? Sister, you need all of your strength to go towards your healing. Your head is swelling so big. Like, I know your brain is swelling too, sister. You gotta let that go. Like, if you was really telling the truth, though, be honest, y'all. When people really be telling the truth, you wouldn't care that much. You can't even keep spit in your mouth. And you trying to, and then people who lie always say, anybody who know me know that I don't have to and be doing exactly what they was accused of. So it's just giving, girl, that was instant karma. The story is not adding up. And you know what make me think that guy is telling the truth? Because of the pace of his story. The way he told that story, the pace of like the things that he was saying, how he was recalling things, and he had receipts. He don't even need no more evidence based off of that last text message that she sent him when he was coming to visit her in that hospital. She already said, you know what I'm saying? Like that right there is extremely suspicious. And girl, no.
Her comment sections, once filled with praying for you and OMG, who did this, turned into a ruthless roast. People were making parody videos, acting out the phone call. The phrase, "What bro, I'm here," practically became a trending sound overnight. Deja tried deleting comments. She tried blocking people. But you cannot block the entire internet. The public had already made up their mind, and they only wanted one thing left, the one piece of evidence that could end the debate forever: the security footage.
Marcus had confidently stated that his lawyer was getting the security footage from Deja's duplex. Since Deja lived at the property where the cameras were mounted, it should have been the easiest way to prove exactly what happened that night. But the craziest part of this entire saga is that the footage never leaked. Despite millions of views and endless demands from internet sleuths, the actual video of the crash never saw the light of day. Marcus said his piece and went quiet, while Deja eventually stopped trying to convince the public of her innocence. Without that video, we are left with a permanent standoff. We have a woman who suffered catastrophic injuries claiming she was the victim of a ruthless hit and run, and a man claiming he narrowly escaped an armed robbery setup. The ultimate truth remains locked inside those missing camera files.
So, what do you guys think really happened on September 25th? Do you believe the strange parking spot, the long wait for water, and the "I'm here" phone call were undeniable proof of a coordinated setup? Or do you think the internet completely misjudged Deja and spun a traumatic accident into a malicious conspiracy? Drop your theories in the comments below because I want to hear your side of the debate. If you enjoyed this deep dive, hit the like button and share it with someone who loves a good internet mystery. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a case. Until next time, remember, the truth is rarely as simple as a viral video makes it seem, and the internet is always quick to judge without all the facts. Keep your circle tight, trust your gut, and stay safe out there.